This video is sponsored by Value Testers, best tool company on the web, great pricing and customer service. No one compares. When you need a new tool, think Value Testers. Link in description below.
Morning, guys. It is February 10th, 2020. This one here, I got a call from a guy. He says that is it's getting a vibration noise through the through the house. And he says it seems to happen when he flushes the toilet. So it might be the fill valve making the noise, or a loose washer somewhere. Might be. He says it seems to be coming from the toilet when he flushes the toilet. So we'll start there. It might be a transformer. Could be anything. We'll go over there. We'll try to get you some shots of the noise if I can. He says something's humming in my house. I asked him if it was his wife. She was a hummer. He didn't get the joke. Yeah, we'll try to get you some shots.
It
don't even sound like it's filling.
Oh yeah, it's filling, but it's like the vibration starts coming, as it's filling. It usually makes this hum.
Humming noise?
And then sometimes it comes from like if the kitchen sink is on too.
Like a vibrating noise, like da 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 da. No.
It's just
All right, go try and turn it on the kitchen then. Where do you hear it? Everywhere?
We hear it's like this exterior wall.
There it goes. Yeah, I think it's coming from this valve. There it is, the valve.
Sometimes it's just this thing.
Here it is, the valve right here. Hear it?
Really?
It's leaking by. See it?
Yeah.
Sounds like a trombone. Hear it?
No, I do hear it.
It's leaking by, and so it's like a whistle effect, right?
Okay, yeah, you're getting it.
See it?
Yeah.
So I pushed it down, so it's now when we shut it, it's not shutting off, but it's leaking by a little bit. Hear it?
Yeah, I definitely hear it.
So we gotta put a new valve in there.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it is kind of odd, huh?
Well, it was so strange. It was like I couldn't, and because it didn't happen all the time, I just couldn't put my finger on where what was going on. But I don't even understand. So if it's that thing, why are we running the kitchen sink?
No, maybe it isn't, because this is off and it's still making the noise. You run in the kitchen sink, it's still making.
I think I shut it.
It's still making the noise.
No, the kitchen's off right now.
And it's still making the noise. That's odd. See it? I got this thing shut off and it's still making that noise.
Right. But that's, it triggers off this like...
Unless it's... Let's go look down cellar. That's odd. Is it dripping? The sink? No?
No.
You're not running nothing else? Alright, let's go look down cellar. It's making that noise. That's odd.
It's going to go away by the time we get there. Usually when I come down here, I don't end up hearing anything from down here.
She's doing the wash. Maybe that's it.
Well, but it's not, usually it seems to be tied to that bathroom, when we flush or run the kitchen sink. Because there's certainly been times with nothing.
Off under the kitchen sink making the noise. Well, that's odd, huh? So still making the noise.
Yeah, now I'm hearing it.
Think it's this thing?
I wish I do. But no, I'm pretty sure it happens when the sheet's off.
Wow, that is an odd one, huh? Son of a bitch. Let's go look at them shut-offs under the kitchen sink, maybe. Still making it, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, I hear a hum. And sometimes it's pretty loud. So you don't think it's that thing in the toilet then?
It's definitely the cold. So it might be that, maybe that valve, that shut off under the toilet's bad. I could feel it vibrating through the cold. Maybe that shut off under the toilet's an issue. I could feel it in the cold. Wow, the thing's still vibrating. But that washer's running downstairs. Maybe that's got something to do with it.
Hey Donna, you definitely hear it when we're not running a wash, right?
It could be the shut off. No, it's still doing it. It's got something to do with that. So what we'll do is we'll shut it off. We'll take that valve apart. We'll put a new fill valve. It might be that valve down there. See, right now it's not making the noise. And then when I do this,
right, I hear it when you do that.
well, what's got me is I shut this valve off, right, and that should shut the water off to it.
Right. And now I'm still hearing it like full time.
See, I got the valve off, so there's no water coming out of there, and it's still making the noise. That's an odd son of a bitch. Let's take this apart. We'll check the gasket,
Okay.
and we'll put a new fill valve in and see if that does it.
Okay.
I mean, because it seems to be in this location, but I got this off. It's still making the noise.
Run the kitchen sink.
I don't need to run the kitchen sink, honey. It's running. It's making the noise.
That is one odd son of a bitch.
Sometimes it sounds like it's gonna blow up.
That is odd, huh?
It's been going on for months, and I thought at Christmas time we put on the freezer. But the freezer's been off all month, and it's still happening.
All right, so we got the washing machine going here. Yeah, that thing would drive me crazy too.
Just can't.
Wait, it sounds like it's coming from this thing. Can you shut this thing off?
Yeah, just press the button.
Seemed to stop when we shut that off, huh? Nope. It's like a trombone.
Yeah, it's just low, and then sometimes it gets loud.
Even with this stuff off, it's still making a noise?
Yeah, you can shut it off. I mean, I don't know if that's running water. See, when water is moving is when I tend to hear it. So I don't know if this thing's using the water. Yeah.
Still making the noise. There's nothing being used, right?
There you go.
Something's leaking by. Unless you got an outside faucet open or something.
No.
Did you got a toilet upstairs?
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. Let's go look up there because this is still spinning. Could be that toilet upstairs giving an issue.
That always seemed quiet, but we can take
Well, let's go look.
Sure. You'll hear him bark. He's in the bedroom upstairs.
All right, we got to move him then, right?
No, he's in the bedroom, not the bathroom. So.
Because we got this toilet, we got this toilet shut off under them, and the noise is still happening.
You gotta grab me in there. We gotta go upstairs.
Still making a noise.
What's upstairs?
He wants to check the upstairs toilet.
I think that's what it might be, the toilet
He said
upstairs.
I shut off the washer dryer mid-cycle. We'll have to turn them on again later.
I got this toilet off completely, and it's still making the noise. So I think it's coming from the toilet upstairs. All right, you want to take that cover off? We'll look at it. I think that's it. See the bubbles?
Yeah.
That might have been the trombone because you couldn't come up here. You seen the bubbles.
I did see the
See
bubbles,
it?
but never
Listen.
make any noise up here.
Look at the flapper on that thing. That's see how it can be leaking. See the flapper?
Okay.
You don't hear it up here. You hear it downstairs. All right, we'll shut this one off. We'll go downstairs and turn that one on. See if we get it to make the noise again.
Okay.
I think this is the valve that's bad.
That would be amazing, but
It sounds like it's huge.
Well, don't forget they're all connected, right? So we're gonna turn this one back on. Because when I shut this one off, the noise didn't stop. That's what got me thinking, right? You got to turn the light on?
yes, sir.
Well, easy way to tell is just leave that one off, and then, you know, if the noise, you could flush that thing with a bucket.
Right.
You know, or I could just change that.
Potential. I'd rather just potentially change
Yeah,
it.
just change it out.
Otherwise, I gotta have you come back and say, "Oh, I think you're right."
I think that's what it was, because it's not making the noise no more. And before it was, don't forget this pipe's connected right above us, right? The toilet's right above us. So you gotta be an investigator sometimes. Alright, so that's not... You hear the noise down here, but it could have been somewhere else, right?
Well, I'm sure. I mean, so it doesn't really have a definitive source.
Also, the counter.
Let's go downstairs, make sure the noise isn't making. Can you'd hear it by now?
What I hesitated that first day I called you, said nothing ever seems
Now that
to be
corner
ever...
over there, when the noise comes, it vibrates. It literally vibrates.
Yeah, well that's right where the pipe goes up in the wall there.
And you can feel it on the floor.
Okay, so I think it's the upstairs toilet. I think we found it, but let's look. I mean, I don't want to just start changing stuff for no reason, right? And be a parts changer.
No, but at least it would count things out at some point.
I think it's that upstairs one, which it doesn't seem to make sense, but I think that's what the problem was. All right, I don't hear no more noise.
Right.
All right, so let's change that fill valve up there and that flapper, because the flapper's all bent,
Okay.
and then we'll try it.
Sounds like a plan. At least it's something, because I can't... It's been trying...
You can see the flappers cattywampus there. We'll change that, and we'll change this fill valve, that's all. Put a new one in there. Got the water off. many of them people were. Was she some kind of Russian or something?
Austria.
Austria.
Yeah. Yeah, she had a tough beginning too, because the Russians invaded their country, and she saw all kinds of horrors.
Well, that was back when Hitler was around, no?
Yeah.
Austria.
Yes. What?
The downstairs pool's making a lot of running water.
Well, I turned it back on.
Probably just
I might have to readjust that float because that was kind of high. You're not making the vibration noise no more, though, is it? I got the thing pushing down so we can, no water's gonna come out until I pick it up. No water's coming out now.
it's just trickling water because the handle was stuck in the up position.
I might have to adjust that because it was kind of higher than I liked it.
Okay.
We'll look at that when I'm done here. Very protective. I should probably change that flexible supply too, seeing it's an older one. We'll change that. It's possible that the shutoff on that washer on that shutoff is bad, but I don't think so because it's not leaking by. That shutoff. Sometimes the washer's floating in the wind.
Okay.
And I think what was happening is like the whistle effect. You know how a whistle works? It's a small little passageway of air and you blow in it and it whistles, right?
So with the water flowing with a little bit of air in the line?
No, nothing to do with the air. I think that the valve was just barely kind of opening a little bit and wasn't shutting off all the way.
Okay.
And it was making that like a whistle effect. If you ever look at a whistle, it's a little piece of metal in there. Two thin pieces of metal together, right? That make the whistle effect, right?
It's just weird.
Am I losing? Am I losing you with the whistle effect idea?
Well, I'm not getting how that's a vibration like this. I mean, it's just like, it seems like when you shut this thing off, you don't want to. I'm just so happy it was making that noise while you were here, because for a while we were flushing downstairs and it wasn't happening. Oh no, he's gonna come and we're gonna determine nothing.
Yeah, I think because when we took the cover off up here, there was bubbles. Yeah. There was bubbles coming through the water, so that means it wasn't shutting off. It was still filling, right?
It was killing me that the sound never seems to originate from. I never would have guessed the one up here.
Well, I got the washer and dryer off still, but you could always turn that back on, right, when we're done. Yeah.
I was just asking my wife. So I just shut it off in the mid-cycle. Is that true? Because I had no idea. I never did that before. I said, okay, well, we'll find out.
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, look at the flapper. Look at that.
It's nowhere near flat.
Well, no, that's the problem. See how it's not flat? It's supposed to be flat
right.
like this one. See how this one's flat?
Yeah, right. This won't make a seal.
See how that one's flat?
Yeah. I'm sure this started out flat.
Sometimes they're gonna get a couple of different ones to see if it works, but we'll try this one and see what happens. What's good about these is we could turn this and adjust it and then lock it back in whatever we want. Well, let's try that right there. I think that's what's going to take care of the issue.
I mean, I didn't think it was anything. She was fearful that it might be something dangerous. thought it was all just annoying, but I mean, it's been going on. And she would get frustrated with me because, like, you know, it's this. Like, I can't, I don't know, how am I going to call somebody? I mean, it's
You didn't know what it was.
right. I mean, I didn't know if it, I didn't realize this thing here might have been leaking. I could have sworn that means I heard it sometimes with no water running. I'm saying, shit, is it electrical?
So obviously that wasn't shutting off, so it kept
Right.
filling.
So, you know, it should be running water.
Right. Alright, see, I gotta adjust that down, see how it's too high. I can turn it, push it down, and lock it back in place. Now this is going to flush with a little bit than 1.6 gallons, which is probably better. Give you a nice little flush, as long as it don't flush too much.
Okay.
As long as it don't flush twice, we're good. Now I'll have to change the flapper. But I don't hear no noise.
No, not yet.
Knock on wood.
Yeah.
Actually, that's a 3.5 gallon flush flapper. That's fine. I mean, I'd rather have a little bit more water anyway. It flushes better that way.
Yeah, this prevents you from having a double flush.
Well, as long as it don't double flush, we're good. And I lower the water level down a little bit. We'll see. I don't hear the noise, you? No.
No.
So it'll be a wait and see method. I mean, you needed to do this stuff anyway. Alright, we're down about an inch down. That's perfect. Unless you're a tree hugger and you want to save some more water.
No, I'm good.
You want a tree hugger? No.
Well, I try and, you know, conserve if I can. I don't like to be wasteful.
Nice,
That we had tickets for on Friday.
that's right against the, so we'll have to adjust this down a little.
You know, all the Republicans have the majority. They weren't going to care less what happened. They weren't going to indict him. I don't like that. I think he's...
So this is the first floor one. It's not making the noise no more. So I think it was that second floor one.
Oh my God.
So this stack, toilet's up and down, right?
Yeah.
So we'll see where the level is comes on this one. Might have to adjust it a little, but we'll see. You can see the water line was too high on it. 1.28. Alright, that's good right there. Let's see how this one flushes. Oh, so this one's sticking, huh? This
Yeah,
one
every now and
sticks.
then,
It's the handle.
Right.
It's the handle that sticks.
We've been living with that for a while, too.
Huh?
We've been living with that for a while, too. That wasn't noticed while we were going.
Might have to take it apart and see what we can do. There we go. Just loosening it out a little bit. Good enough for this neighborhood, right? Alright, that's it.